Coming up on Boyertown Live, supermodel Carol Alt visits Royersford to speak about eating healthy and how she changed her life with health foods. Lindsay Spengler is no longer going to Germany for her expensive treatment, but now to Mexico, where an operation could be performed that could piece her life back together. A hint of tomatoes in the air? See how the Boyertown area YMCA is raising money to help the kids of tomorrow. Hello and welcome, I'm Zach Reinert. Boyertown Live starts next.
Z96 Radio on the internet, banging the hottest tracks on the charts right now. Broadcasting across the planet.
Feel you creeping, I can see it from my shadow. Wanna jump up in my Lamborghini Gallardo.
Anywhere you go, we go. Boyertown's hottest hit music station at Z96Radio.com.
I eat all kinds of food. I believe in wide variety. I believe in feeding myself. And boy, at that point, I really needed to feed myself. I started eating, and I started losing weight.
Supermodel Carol Alt took a visit to Royersford to speak about how eating differently drastically changed her life. This was all brought about by a woman who was impressed with Carol's work.
I put Carol on my potluck newsletter list, and she was reading them, making the recipes on them, and that's when her writer contacted me about using some of the recipes of my potluckers in her new book, and that's really how it all started.
Carol was accompanied by other speakers who told their stories of cancer and sickness along with their path to recovery. The model stayed around to sign books and speak to her fans and those interested in a healthier lifestyle. Most people within Boyertown and the surrounding communities are familiar with Lindsay Spengler, a Boyertown graduate who was diagnosed with porphyria and RSD, rendering her unable to walk or even move because of the severe pain caused by the diseases.
I've heard patients say that if they've gone through labor and delivery, the pain level is a 10. If you have RSD, particularly severe, pain level is a 50. So pain level of 3 or 5 is like, I can do that.
The surrounding communities, organizations, and even those who live far from her have been helping to raise the $150,000 needed for Lindsay to go to Germany.
She's just so positive, and she's just so happy and thankful, and it really just, I really just want to do more for her.
She's just a really sweet girl, and I'm really glad that we could help her and impact her as much as we did.
Unfortunately, the doctors who are going to perform the surgery are no longer offering the service. Lindsay and her family are now being forced to go to Mexico for her life-altering treatment. As of this last week of August, Lindsay has been put into a coma to prepare for the treatment. There is no further word at this time. The Boyertown area YMCA was honoring tomatoes at the Tomato Blast Food Festival at the Hendricks Family Center, where a variety of carnival-style events were based around the food. This included golfing, launching, garden growing, and even decorating the red food.
We have salsa competitions, we have kids who grew their own tomatoes competition, and our child care kids and our camp kids grew a nice garden.
We were looking for a new fundraiser that would engage the entire community and have them come out for a fun day and to raise money for our kids.
The day would not have been complete without a tomato battle, throwing rotten tomatoes at each other for some fun and healthy competition. The event also included a petting zoo, moon bounce, and other forms of entertainment. The purpose of the event was to raise money for those who cannot afford to take part in YMCA activities. Rita's Water Ice in Boyertown, known for its fundraising events, held another fundraiser for Alex's Lemonade Stand. A dunking booth offered customers a chance to donate a little money and have some fun dunking their favorite Rita's employee again and again and again. Those who were successful got a free water ice. The company has already dedicated a lemon flavor to Alex's Lemonade Stand, along with numerous fundraisers throughout the year dedicated to the organization. Rita's will continue to hold several fundraising events for various organizations throughout the end of the summer business season. The sun glistened off the shiny paint of hundreds of Corvettes out to support the annual Corvettes for Kids. The event was held at Washington Elementary School in Bally, and this year was in support of Allie Heinz, a 3-year-old who was born with gastroschisis. This illness has caused her to undergo many surgeries in many locations throughout her short lifetime, and although she has made it a long way, she still needs everyone's help to live a full life in the future. Unfortunately, Corvettes for Kids wasn't quite good for everyone. WZAR was first on the scene as a Corvette on its way to the event caught fire in the northbound lane of Route 100 near the Route 73 exit into Boyertown in Gilbertsville. It started around 12:50 in the afternoon, and fire crews battled the fire for about 15 minutes. The northbound lanes of the highway were closed for even longer. There were no reports of any injuries. The old Ames building that has been uninhabited for several years may finally be getting an occupant. Weiss Market's grocery store in Gilbertsville is planning on moving to the location in the coming years for better accessibility and growth. Much of the planning is still in the works, but the changes will require a traffic light at the intersection of Montgomery Avenue and Route 73 due to higher congestion at an already busy intersection. A curfew has been instated by the Boyertown Borough in hopes to prevent acts of vandalism and other crimes. The curfew requires those under the age of 18 to be at their homes by 9:30 p.m. Those found not obeying the curfew could be fined anywhere from $25 to $600. This has raised concern in the community about whether this may affect the health of local businesses that depend on children and teen customers during the later hours of the evening. Keep in mind this curfew is only in act inside the Boyertown Borough and not in the surrounding communities. And now time for some announcements from Building a Better Boyertown. Boyertown Farmers Market opened for the first time on September 2nd and was a huge success. Local farmers and businesses gathered together near the Boyertown Museum of Historic Vehicles to end up selling out of many of their goods.
Just about sold out of most products that we brought. We were absolutely overwhelmed, not knowing how much to bring, what the turnout would be with it being a holiday weekend and the first day of the event, but it was wonderful.
The arrival of many large-scale chain stores in the area has put some stress on local retailers, so the purpose of the farmers market is to highlight local business and to offer locally grown goods to the public in one place.
It's here to support the local farmers, buy local, buy fresh. We're supporting the local farmers in the area that have produce. People have vegetables, grains, breads they make. Even person has livestock, basically chickens, meat.
Also at the event was musical entertainment. This successful endeavor will be ongoing, running from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. every Sunday until November 18th. The Boyertown Legion Bears baseball came to a halt after a thrilling season. After winning what seemed like every game, the Bears achieved Mid-Atlantic champs and left for Bartlesville, Oklahoma. The final loss was to Columbia, Tennessee, 17-5. The team ended the season with a record of 54-10. The game you're seeing here was against Plymouth in August at Springford High School. The uncut footage from the Plymouth game is on our website under Bears News at WZARTV.com. That's all for Boyertown Live. If you have news pertaining to the Boyertown area, you can always contact us from our website at www.WZARTV.com. That gives you links to contact us quickly about urgent happenings and links to send press releases and other information. I'm Zach Reiner. Thanks for watching and staying updated within your community.